happy Monday evening. I'm Cassandra from Mobile Om Yoga, and I'm so grateful to have you joining me on your mat this evening for this virtual yoga practice brought to you here from the beautiful San Pedro Creek Culture Park. I am here on the boardwalk, which is right along the pathway that goes along San Pedro Creek, right here near downtown San Antonio. And I'm ready to help you wind down from this Monday evening every week. This class is sponsored by the curators of this park, which is the San Antonio River Authority. And they are the ones responsible for making this the place that it is. There's lots of great art pieces and cultural landmarks that you can take in if you ever come down and check this space out. So I'm so grateful for the River Authority for allowing me the opportunity to connect with you guys virtually every week here to help you unwind, get some mindful movement in on your Monday evening. So without further ado, why don't we go ahead and get started. We're gonna begin down in a seated pose. You can just cross your legs in whatever way feels comfortable. Knees can go a little wider, and then take a moment to get your sit bones nice and grounded into the mat. I'm just gonna take a few moments to breathe here, and for this breath, I want you to take your right hand and bring it somewhere down on your low belly, around your belly button or right below, right on your low abdomen. And you're gonna take your left hand to the chest. So right in the center of like the heart space. And then you're gonna use your hands to first help capture and collect your breath here. So close your eyes and just take a few really deep, full, mindful breaths to arrive here on your mat. Feeling those inhales expand into the palms and the exhales to completely empty you out. A few more breaths naturally through the nose, deepening into the palms, exhaling, feeling that gentle contraction, deflation as you release. Last breath like that, inhale. And then exhale, let it out. Go ahead and open up your eyes. Bring the hands away from the body, palms come together, and just bring a little bit of friction in between the hands. Not only are you warming up your fingers, but you're also reminded of our energetic body, that we are energy, that where our attention goes, our energy flows. So think about your intention. Think about what you want to pay attention to this evening. And then go ahead and soften your palms together, feeling that heat that you created. Gently bring your hands about an inch apart. Maybe you close the eyes, just sense that energy that you have built, that you created here. And then bringing the eyes to open, interweave your hands together, creating a little like basket weave, and then bring the warm palms right across the chest. One last deep breath, lifting up and into the palms. This mudra is called our mudra for unshakable trust. Leaning in and trusting that voice that led you to be here on your mat. Exhaling it out completely. And then go ahead and release the hands away from the chest. Sweep them all the way out and up to the sky. Inhale. Hands are going to come down. Exhale through your heart center. Just a couple more arm movements like that. Inhale, stretching out and up. And exhale, hands come through your heart center. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, stretching out and up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, you're going to weave the fingers. This time, turn the palms away from the chest as you exhale. Palms forward, chin to chest, round the heart back. Keep your hands together as you inhale. Bring the palms up towards the sky. Arms stay next to the ears. Sit up straight, reach tall. And then as you exhale, release the hands, find cactus arms. Next time, we're going to take a breath called lion's breath, where you do this. Open up your eyes and stick out your tongue when we come there. All right. So we'll do that again. Bring the palms together. This is called the circle of joy, the movement of the arms. So you're going to inhale here with the hands together. And then for the exhale, interlace the hands and press the palms forward. Tuck the chin, round back. Inhale, reaching high up through the palms. And then we're going to take that lion's breath as you exhale into cactus arms. All right, one more time like that. Inhale, palms come together, pressing them into one another. Exhale, interlace the fingers, press the palms forward around the spine, chin to chest. Sitting up tall as you inhale, finding length from the sit bones all the way through the arms, through the palms. Lion's breath as you exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, just take the arms up to the sky. Right arm to the right side as you exhale. Big side body stretch. Inhale, straight to center as you exhale. Left hand to the left side. Right arm reaching up. Side body stretch. We're going to move back and forth with the breath. Inhale through center, and then as you exhale, you lean into that right arm. Inhale up through center. As you exhale, you're going to move to the left. Inhale up through center. This time move to the right, and as you inhale, you're staying there. Take a deep breath in. As you reach to the left fingertips, soften your shoulders away from the ears. Maybe take the gaze down to the right arm or right hand to release any tension in the neck. And then look down to your right knee. You're going to just bring that left hand to the right knee. Begin to sit upright. You're going to take your right hand and bring it right behind your spine. Take an inhale to sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, using that left hand as leverage, twist open in the spine. Inhale from hips to heart to crown, sit tall. Exhale, ring it out. One more inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And exhale, twist. As you inhale, you're going to reach all 10 fingers up to the sky. Exhale, take the hands behind the back. Bring them to the floor. Lean into the hands, puff up the chest. Go ahead and unwind the feet for a moment. Take the feet down to the ground. Let your knees rock from side to side. Roll from hip to hip. And then you're going to come back into neutral and go to cross your legs. Notice which leg you naturally pull in first, and then cross your legs the opposite way. All right, finding your sit bones, getting nice and grounded here. Take an inhale, reach your arms high up to the sky. Taking the left hand to the left side, reaching up and over, side body bend. Keep opening that right shoulder back and then down away from your ears. Maybe you take the gaze to the left hand down to the ground. Breathing up and open in the right side body. And then looking down to your left knee, bring your right hand to your knee. Sitting up tall, take the left hand behind you. Tall inhale. Exhale, twist and ring it out. Using that left hand to help you out. Sit up nice and tall. Get as long as you can. Then the right hand helps you out to ring it out. One more time. Inhale, sitting up. And exhale to twist. Inhale, all 10 fingers up to the sky. This time as you exhale, take the hands out in front of you. Fold it down. Let the head get nice and heavy towards the ground. Try to keep your sit bones rooting down to the earth. Head is heavy. Breath is lifting into the back of the heart. Go ahead and bring your hands in towards your shins and sit yourself nice and upright. I'm just going to turn your knees to one side, press yourself up, and make your way into a tabletop. And then we're going to take your knees nice and wide, sit your hips back, and find child's pose. Walking your arms long, side body nice and long. The forehead grounded down, feeling the grounding of this posture. Always a place we can use as a home base. It's always here to catch us. Deep breath in and empty it out. And your next inhale, begin to come upright, finding your way into your tabletop. Knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. Inhale, take the belly button to the mat, lift your gaze, arching deep into the spine for cow pose. As you exhale, tuck and round, chin comes to the chest, back of the heart pressing up, tailbone curling under. Inhale back into cow pose, belly button lowers, gaze lifts, heart opens. Exhale into cats. One more time, inhaling, belly down. We need to do some duck poses for these ducks out here. I'm not quite sure what that's going to look like. I do know pigeon. Maybe that'll be close enough. And then tuck it under to find that cat pose. And then you're going to go ahead and find yourself in a neutral spine here. Begin to lengthen the right leg back. Lift the heel away from the ground. Roll out your ankle a minute. Wake up that leg. And then you're going to inhale, flex the toes, and curl them down to the mat. Get nice and strong through that right leg. And then rooting down into the right hand, you can begin to lift your left hand, and you're going to lengthen the left arm forward. Starting to wake up the core here. Starting to feel yourself really using your muscles and your strength to hold you here. So this practice is all about balancing all that effort with ease. Our breath is a natural source of ease. So find your breath here. We're going to move with the breath. Inhale for length. And as you exhale, you're going to draw the right knee into the knee into the wrist or the elbow. Inhale, reach it out. It's been a long Monday. Exhale, draw the knee in towards your elbow. Inhale, reach it out. Last one. As you exhale, draw the knee in towards your elbow. Inhale, you're going to reach it out. Pause. As you exhale, go ahead and take your left hand down to the ground. Bend that right foot to the sky. Start to open it up, and you're going to bring it out. You're going to bring it straight out to the right side. Kick it open and bring the foot down. So it's directly out from the right hip. So now you're in this kind of funky tabletop with the right leg straight. So take a couple of cat-cows here. Inhale, let the belly drop. Feel the difference. Now you should feel the inseam of that right leg waking up. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, tuck and round. And then one more time, belly drop, lifting up the gaze. Exhale, tuck and round. And then find a neutral spine. Begin to walk the hands in towards your left knee. And you're going to come all the way standing straight up on your left knee. Open up your arms out nice and wide, finding this gate pose. Palms to the earth, fingers opening away from one another. And you're going to inhale, tip over the right leg. Right hand comes onto the shin. Left arm reaching up and over. Big side body stretch. Inhale, coming up. Right arms come parallel again. As you exhale, left hand comes down to the outside of your left knee. Open that right arm up and back. And then go ahead and lift up again through that right arm. Come upright. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of you. You're going to plant your left hand, keep it planted down. Inhale, begin to open that right arm. Just take it up to the sky. Feel that big open shoulder, open side body. And then we're going to thread the needle here, threading that right arm underneath, coming onto the right shoulder. So if this is too much on that inside of the right leg, it can be. It's an intensification. Then before you come all the way in, come back up and just bring the right knee to the ground. And then you can just take a traditional threading of the needle here. Take a couple breaths in and out. So again, you're either having that right leg out to the side, or maybe you have both knees on the ground. On your next inhale, you're going to come all the way upright. Go ahead and bring your hands onto the ground. And then you're just going to sit your hips back towards your left heel, towards like a child's pose. So you're folding down, forehead towards the ground. The hips are on the left heel. Big, deep breath in and out here. Your next inhale, go ahead and press into the hands. Come back upright. And then you're just going to bring that right knee in to meet your left, making your way back into tabletop pose. All right, left heel is going to extend back this time. Flex the toes down to meet the ground. All 10 toes are curling down. And you're going to root into the left hand. Right arm is reaching out in front of you, finding that length like someone's playing tug-of-war from the right fingers to the left heel. Take another inhale, lift the heel, lift the thumb, lengthen it out. As you exhale, draw the left knee in, the right elbow in. Maybe they tap. Inhale, stretch it out long. Reach right arm forward, left heel back. Exhale, draw it in, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, extend. Last time, we're going to take it in. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale, take it out. Set your right hand down, bend your left knee. Start to open it to the side, kind of like a dog at a fire hydrant. Take the knee out, kick it to the left side, and then set your left foot down. Palms stay grounded underneath your shoulders. Take a couple cat-cows with the spine. So a cow, you drop the belly, lift up the gaze, open the heart. Cat pose, tuck the chin round. And back again. Dropping the belly, lifting up the gaze. And the exhale to tuck and round. And then one more time, taking it down, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, round. And then finding a neutral spine. Right hand's going to stay grounded. Inhale, reach up and open that left side body. Stretch the left arm up and open. One more breath. And then exhale, we're going to take it into thread the needle. If you know you want to not take the intensification of that leg being out to the side, you can go ahead and bring the left knee in to meet the right and just take the arms. Otherwise, try on this new variation, see how it feels. A few breaths here. Go ahead and take the right hand down to the ground. Begin to unwind, bring the left hand back down to the ground. And then you're just going to sit your hips back onto that right heel, keeping the right knee out to the right side, just folding the chest down, the forehead down, kind of like a half child's pose, really feeling it on the inseam of the left leg. And you're going to inhale, press back up. Just bring the left knee to meet the right. Let's take the hands, one palm print forward, tuck the toes, find a downward facing dog. Bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel to the earth, back and forth. And then you're going to keep that walking movement going. Just begin to lift your feet. Take little baby steps with bent knees. Start to walk them to the front of your mat. You can start to lift onto the fingertips to help you out here. We're just going to land in ragdoll. So you're going to walk the feet really wide, a little wider than the hips perhaps. The belly button is kissing onto the thighs. So generous bend in the knees is going to help you out here. Take an inhale. You can bring the hands onto the shins. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. And then on your next inhale, maybe halfway lift again. And then on your exhale, fold. Let your fingertips come to the ground and just begin to kind of shake it out. Shake out your head, shake out your shoulders. Maybe you kind of sway from side to side. Maybe you start to move your hands like you're painting little figure eights on the mat with your fingers and shifting from foot to foot. Just finding a little bit of movement in your ragdoll here. And making your way to center. Go ahead and just ragdoll it forward. Maybe the last few breaths you grab onto the elbows. See if that allows you to dive down a little bit deeper into this fold. Release the hands. And then inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Then walk the hands up to the hips. Stay grounded on the hips. Lead with your heart. We're going to come all the way up to standing. Stand up nice and tall. Bring the hands to the back. Roll the shoulders back. Lift up through the heart. And then exhale. Go ahead and just step to your feet a little bit closer. They can come all the way together or about hip width distance, whatever gives you space to feel grounded and stable. All right, begin to root down into your right foot. You're going to inhale and see if you can begin to come into a one leg standing Tadasana. So you're standing in your right leg, lifting that left knee. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to open that left knee, take your ankle across the right knee. Palms can come to your heart center. So this is a variation on tree, starting to get into that right hip. There's a slight bend in your standing knee. That's really going to help with balance. And our goal here, don't think the goal is just to like balance perfectly and that means you're doing it quote unquote right. You know, we're supposed to embrace that wall. That's where our wisdom starts to come in, where we can really start to notice, oh, how am I not being more mindful? Where can I breathe? Where can I bring more effort or maybe more ease? Start to straighten in the right leg. You're going to turn that left knee back up towards the sky. Woo, I'm having a hard time balancing. And then you're going to take a big step with that left foot to the back of your mat and then open up into warrior two pose. All right, so inhale, straighten the right leg. And then on exhale, you're going to bend it once again. So inhale, straighten it out. And exhale, bend it in. One more time. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. All right, inhale, straighten. Pause in your straight leg. You're going to kind of sass that left hip back and reach forward, really lengthen through the right side body, and then tip down, right hand to shin, left arm reaching up high to the sky. Nice. Begin to open that left rib cage, open that left shoulder. Maybe the gaze looks up, or it can always look down as well, right at the ground. And then lifting with that left hand, you're going to rise up, keep the right leg straight. We're going to reverse your triangle. Left hand comes to the left leg, right arm reaching up and over, big side Body stretch, right side. And then on your inhale, begin to come all the way back upright. Lift the right toes, turn to the side, hands to hips, elbows back. And you're gonna fold into this wide leg, forward fold, leading deep with the heart. Hands come down to meet the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, let it go, melt down to the ground. The hands can walk between the feet to get a little bit deeper here. Keep pressing into the outer edges of the feet. Keep a micro bend behind the knees. Shoulders roll away from the ears. Your next inhale, begin to walk your hands out in front of you, flat back. Bring the hands onto the hips, and you're going to rise back all the way up. Turn your toes out. We're going to come back into that lion's breath again with those cactus arms that we found earlier. But we're going to start here in a star pose. And we're going to move from star down into goddess with those cactus arms. And we're going to do that lion's breath when we come down. We'll do 5 of these together. All right, so let's inhale, really big, stretch up and open. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I think that was 4. Inhale, last one. Exhale, come down. Stay down. Maybe kind of rock side to side. Open the shoulders back. Feel the hips come alive. And then root through the heel straight and reaching up. And then as you exhale, bring the hands all the way down towards the side. Hands are going to come onto your hips. Begin to rotate back over your right foot and then just step your left foot to meet your right. You're back at the top of your mat. All right, standing nice and tall here. This time you're going to begin to come into that one-legged Tadasana, standing in the left leg and drawing that right knee up to the sky. So again, the purpose isn't to balance perfectly. So if you need to just kind of have that toe as a kickstand on your way there, but really root down. The more you engage, draw the navel up and in, lift yourself up. It's going to help you stay lifted. Now you're going to take that right ankle across your left knee as a little figure 4. A little bend in your standing knee will help you out here. Hands come to heart center. Roll the shoulders back. Sit low into the hips, flexing into that right foot. Breathing here. And then on your next inhale, start to straighten into the left knee, right knee comes up. And then you're just going to reach it all the way back and step it back, finding your way into warrior 2 on the left side. Then we're going to breathe it in here. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. One more each way. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, up to straighten. This time, stay straight. Exhale, just bring the arms parallel to the earth. Push the right hip back and inhale, lengthen long through the left side body. Left hand's gonna tip down to the left shin. Right arm opens up into your triangle pose. Big, full, deep breath here. You can look down to the earth to get a little more grounded if you need that. And keep your legs straight and strong. Inhale, reach up through that right leg, reach it back and tip it into that reverse triangle. Right hand down to the right leg, left arm reaching up, over and back. Big breath. And then on your inhale, go ahead and come all the way back up. You're going to turn your feet to a diagonal, toe heel them a little bit closer together. All right, you're going to inhale into like a little mini star pose. And then as you exhale, bring the hands together. We're going to try to come even deeper down into a Yogi Squat. So kind of adjust yourself here. It is possible, most likely, for you to get your heels on the ground. And to help you out, you just got to walk your feet a little wider. We won't be here for too long, but sink those hips down, hands come together, and you're going to press them together, lift the heart, reach tall, and then release as you exhale, hands behind you, bottom comes down to the earth. Go ahead and turn towards the short edge of your mat, lengthening your legs out, and shake your legs out. Move the flesh away from your sit bones here. We're going to take an inhale just to sit nice and tall. And as you exhale, you're going to bend as deep as you can. Hands come onto your legs wherever they are able to reach. So if you're able to reach all the way, the full posture is to grab onto your big toes. But again, it doesn't matter if you get that full thing. It's all the intention behind it. So hands come anywhere onto the legs, and we're going to move just a little bit before we soften in here. So the inhale, almost finding like that cow-like back. Tip the heart, and you're going to inhale high. As you exhale, you're going to fold towards your legs. So inhale up. You don't have to sit all the way up. Just sit as straight as you can, and then exhale, go down. So little minute movements. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And the elbows will be bent when you come down. They'll be straight when you're up. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. This time exhale down and stay down. Roll the shoulders from the ears. Slowly let the chin melt down towards the chest. The weight of the head starts to lengthen and stretch the back body. See what happens when you draw the navel in towards the spine. And then try to lift that deep, full breath up into the rib cage, into the heart space. And your next inhale, begin to sit upright. Bring the hands back behind you. Fingertips are going to face towards your feet or maybe slightly out to the side, bending in the knees. We're going to find a reverse tabletop. Pressing into the hands and feet, lift up through the hips and lift up through the heart. Really feel the shoulders stretching out. Feel the feet helping to ground you here. One more breath. And on the exhale, you're going to lower the hips and also begin to lower yourself all the way onto your back. And bring your knees with you into the chest. Rock and roll side to side just a couple times. And then you're going to take the knees nice and wide, down towards the armpits, feet towards the sky. Find a happy baby. So the arms are coming from the insides of the legs. You can grab onto the feet. You can grab onto the ankles or the shins, or maybe onto the inside of the knees or the thighs. It's almost like you're doing a goddess laying on your back. You can rock from side to side, or maybe you kung fu out one of your heels, get a little karate kick. And then go ahead and pause in your happy baby. Release your left foot down onto the earth. Keep the knees up to the sky. Keep that right foot in happy baby. And then you're just going to reach your right foot across and then bring your ankle onto that left knee. Take the right hand into the inner right thigh and just kind of press it away from you. Find some length there. You can roll out the right ankle. And then release the right hand and flex the right foot. Get it really strong. And you're going to begin to draw that left knee in towards you. The right hand's going to come behind the bent right knee. You can grab on behind your left thigh, wherever you're able to grab. Try to keep the head and shoulders on the ground. And then just take a moment and gently rock slowly from left hip to right hip. And start to find any sweet spots where you really feel a juicy, nourishing stretch. And pause there. Pause, and then this is where our yoga really happens. We yoke, we come in, we lean in to that experience and use our breath to soften what we can, releasing tension from the jaw or the brow or the shoulders if that starts to come in. Keeping that right ankle on the knee, release the hands and set your left foot back down to the floor. You're just going to slide the ankle across so that your thighs are crossed. Bring your arms into a T. Kind of scooch your right hips over to the right side, and the knees are going to move to the left. So this can be a pretty intense twist. If it's too much for you today, you can just unwind and bring the right knee on top of the left. Otherwise, you're using that cross to deepen this twist. Gaze to the sky, or maybe over to the right side. Big, full, deep breath. You'll slowly begin to unwind the knees to the sky, scoot your hips back to center if you took them off center, and then unwind the right foot to the floor. Draw the left knee in, and you're going to find a half happy baby. So wherever that was for you, grabbing onto the foot, the shin, or the thigh, right foot's on the ground. And then you're going to take that left ankle over the right knee. Take the left hand to that inside of your thigh and kind of press it away, right around that hip joint. Roll out that left ankle, that left foot a few times. And then release your left hand, flex the left toes, draw the right knee in. You're threading the needle, left hand behind the right this time, grasping behind the right thigh. And then drawing in gently, bringing the ankle toward your chest. Rolling the shoulders and head down to the ground. And then you can explore rocking from side to side, leaning in, uniting with whatever you're experiencing here. Take just a few more long, deep breaths. I'm going to go ahead and release the hands, bringing that right foot to the ground, sliding into that deep cross of the thighs. Scoot your hips over to the left to give you some space to drop your knees over to the right. Arms are out into a T. Again, you can uncross the knees if it's too much for you today. Honor your body, honor your experience. It's the best thing you can do for yourself here on your mat. And you're slowly going to begin to draw your knees back to center. Unwind the knees. Bring the knees together in towards the chest, the nose up towards the knees. Give yourself a big old squeeze. And then go ahead and release the head down. And release the feet. Lengthen them out. Make your way into a full surrender, your corpse pose. Palms open up towards the sky, shoulders walk underneath the body. Breathing here. When we practice asana, or the physical part of yoga, we're really working to prepare ourselves for this, for the ability to be still, to observe, and not to attach to any distraction. Just letting ourselves see what it's like to be here. invite you to bring the hands onto the body to help ground you as we lay a last few moments here. We're going to bring them just like we did seated. Right hand towards that low belly, left hand to the chest. I'm going to walk you through pranayama as like a meditation here on our back. And it's called 3-part breath. We're going to breathe like a wave, inspired by this creek beneath me. The breath is going to inhale. The first part is down into that right hand, down into the low belly. And then you're going to keep inhaling and inhale into the space between your palms. So into that mid rib cage. And the final sip of air is going to lift into that left hand, up into the top chest. And you'll exhale the opposite way, from the chest, through the mid ribs, and through the belly. So on your own, begin to breathe into that wave breath, inhaling to the low belly, into the mid ribs, into the upper chest, and then waving it out from the chest, through the ribs, to the belly. Just like a wave, always moving, sometimes more calm, sometimes more turbulent. This practice teaches us to surf or to ride whatever waves come our way. And the first step to uniting in is to pay attention to our breath. Create a neutral, nourishing wave, inhaling into the belly, the ribs, the chest, and exhaling it out. Last moment here. You can keep this breath or take the hands away from the body and release, open a few moments, receiving whatever it is you came for today. Begin to wiggle the toes and the fingers to start gently coming back into your physical body. Reach your arms overhead, stretch your legs out long, find a full body stretch. And then bring your knees into your chest. And you'll gently rock over to either side. Find a fetal position. Take a moment just to feel the comfort of being here in this pose. Feeling grounded. And then lifting yourself up, pressing into your hand, making your way where we began, in a seat. And then when you find this seat, close your eyes. Come to an upright seat just by feeling the openness of your spine, the openness of your heart space. Just noticing what might have shifted in this time together on your mat. We'll finish class by bringing the hands together once again, finding a little of that friction, a little of that energetic heat. Yoga, we call that tapas, our dedication, our intention. Why is it that you showed up today? Remember your why. And then weave the hands. We'll come back into that mudra for unshakable trust, feeling that warmth of your own intention, of your own motivation, your own showing up, right? Your own fact that you're here. Take a deep breath, lifting up into the palms with the chest. Sigh it out to empty out, and then we'll prepare for Om with our next inhale. Inhale. We'll take 3 Oms together. Inhale. Just notice the effects of the vibration, opening our throat chakra, putting that voice of our intention out into the world. May we carry this idea of being united with ourselves back into our lives off the mats. Palms come together into prayer mudra, into our Anjali mudra, thumbs to our third eye, to acknowledge the seed of wisdom within yourself, the light that shines and guides your way. And noticing or recognizing that wisdom within this virtual community. So grateful to have you all here today. Thank you for taking the time to be here for me and for you and for everyone here. From the bottom of my heart, I bow to you. Namaste.